There are many justifications for cities and tourist event agencies to create their own events. That in mind, one cannot simply state that all events create economic benefits or that all events create lots of employment. Certainly they can, but in the general sense, solid events can justify themselves without being misleading. No matter the type of market, leisure, sports, corporation, government, etc., the general justifications are basically the same. Arguably, tourism events can make many resident-oriented facilities more affordable. Communities have opportunities to work on several goals when new event opportunities are created: attraction, image branding, community marketing, and sustainable goals. Additional justifications include additional revenue, reduced dependency on one segment. For example, Orlando is very dependent on the leisure market. Marketing and economic development agencies, attraction of potential corporate sponsors, and even extensions of communication and educational reach. But in order to obtain these and turn a proposal into a positive outcome, you have to strategize to attract tourists, preferably long distance and international, in order to generate economic benefits and combat seasonality of demand. Another good way to do this is to benchmark against other successful events. The idea is to develop and manage events as destination assets by building a full portfolio that will consist of various types of events for different target markets, held in different places and at different times of the year in pursuit of multiple goals. Keep in mind the importance of this with the fact that most events by themselves lack the ability to attract new hotels and new businesses to open in the area. But a strong portfolio can truly grow the economic value of your city as well as actually create multiple job opportunities for your community. The impacts of creating events can differ depending on your market type. In general, all new events have to truly consider the impacts: social and cultural, image and place marketing, environmental, consumer surplus, and values, psychic benefits, sponsorship, potential, media coverage, intangible costs, employment taxes, and public sector revenues. While that is a great deal to consider, one of the best potential events to create for creating long-term sustainable benefits and to obtain virtually unlimited potential within the sport and leisure markets are hallmark and iconic events. Hallmark events are arguably the best in terms of value compared to risk and cost. Hallmark events are iconic in one sense in that they are co-branded with destinations and provide a high degree of visibility and positive image and branding opportunities. But a much larger category of iconic events exists within social worlds and for special interest groups. They are therefore essential in the demand-side approach. While hallmark events are also iconic, being symbols of their city or destination, iconic events also exist within every community of interest or social world. It might be small and easily overlooked by tourist marketing organizations. My suggestion for Belfast would be to strategically create a portfolio of hallmark and iconic sporting events. Since the country is so small, it would be beneficial to include the surrounding counties as well. This would be a very much bottom-up approach, and have each focus on one type of sport to invite participants from around the world to compete in, with hosting the main events in Belfast. The media coverage would be able to showcase the beauty of Northern Ireland and the historic grandeur of Belfast, creating a demand to explore this area, stirring inside tourists on a global level, and possibly creating new sorts of events to bring to Belfast, utilizing some of their newer venues and maybe creating some of their own, all the while creating that demand inside current tourists and maybe stirring up something new in locals as well. And now, more on sustainability.